Hey, it's Emily and this is my January TBR game video. So if you weren't aware, I play a TBR game every month and it's basically Snakes and Ladders. It's called Serpents and Stairways. I roll 5 times each month to find out what prompts I then fulfill with my TBR. I hope that makes sense. So just a quick brief wrap up of December. You know how I said I was in a slump? That slump continued until like the last week or so of December, where I literally binged out the entire TBR. So we're going into the new year without any punishments, which is great because I didn't want to start the year with a punishment in. I am just carrying on from where I left off the game in December. I'm not starting again, mostly because I didn't get very far up the board. So I didn't want to like lose what advantage I did have because I kept landing on the same snakes. But yes, I have some fun books to talk about, so let's jump on in to roll number 1. So we started at flip a coin, or finished last month at flip a coin. So roll number 1 is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. BookTube recommends. That works out really nicely. So as you just saw, roll number 1 gave me BookTube recommends, and that is perfect because it means I can pick one of the books from my 12 books from 12 bookish friends video, which I have just put up, which is I think my last video. And so for that I have decided to go with As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson, which is the pick that Becca from the Becca Fowl picked for me, mostly because I thought it would be great to start the year off with finishing a series, because this has been on my TBR since it came out and I just haven't finished it yet. So thank you, Becca, for picking it. And yeah, it's a chunky one, but I'm coming out of my slump. The audiobook's available. It's a cast of characters that I am familiar with and the writing that I do like, so it'd be good to finally finish off the trilogy. I just hit my ear. It's going to be a long one, but I'm going to do it. So if you didn't know, this is the 3rd book in the Good Girls Guide to Murder trilogy. This one I believe follows Pip, but she's more the target. Like, she's not investigating a murder, she believes that she's being stalked. That is As Good as Dead. I'm very excited to read this, and I'm very in the mood for mysteries at the minute and thrillers, so in the winter and autumn that's kind of when I read a lot more mysteries. With that, let's jump on in to roll number 2. On to roll number 2. 3. 1, 2, 3. Thriller / mystery. So as you just saw, roll number 2 gave me mystery thriller, which is great because, like I just said, this is the time of year that I'm really into mysteries and thrillers. And so that, for this one, sorry, I decided to pick Death in the Clouds by Agatha Christie, which is kind of the next one. I'm not really reading them in order, I kind of am. This is kind of the next one that I wanted to read. I started it, I read about 5, I think literally just the first chapter, fairly recently when I was in my slump, and it's when I read, like, I was picking up, I think I picked up 6 books I tried and just couldn't get into any book. But I really do want to read this, and I'm really back in the Agatha Christie mood. Like I said, mysteries is exactly what I want to read at the minute, and they're not too long, so hopefully this can make up for this. So yeah, I do love Agatha Christie, and this is the next Poirot one that I want to read. So what I believe is that someone is in a plane and they're flying, obviously. Someone is basically dead in their seat, and there's like a wasp, but I think I know what it is, but it might not be a wasp that actually killed this lady. So yeah, very excited to read this one. And with that, let's jump on in to roll number 3. On to roll number 3 is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A romance. So as you just saw, roll number 3, it gave me romance, and for that I was struggling. I'm not really in the mood for romance at the minute, like I keep saying. It's definitely not the genre that I'm leaning to at the minute. However, it came up in the game, so I've got to do it, and I was literally sat on my bed yesterday with my friend, and I said to him, I was like, I don't know what to pick, I need a romance. And he was like, where are your romance TBR? And I pointed to the shelves and he just went, you and me on vacation. So this is one he suggested, and this is also I'm going to be reading. So thank you, Harry, for picking that for me. So I don't really know much about this. I believe it is a romance, but it seems to be across, like, they keep bumping into each other. Oh, is it lovers to haters? Oh my god, lovers to haters. Well, clearly it's been a while since I've talked about romances and read romances. Enemies to lovers was the phrase I was looking for. But it seems to, you know, multiple summers ago, this summer, Poppy asked Alex to join her for one last trip because could this trip make them realise they're not just friends after all. So yeah, I am intrigued, so we'll see how it goes, because I read Beach Read and I wasn't a massive fan. Like, it was okay. I gave it 3 stars, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing if it was just like that book or if it's Emily Henry's writing, but I know a few other people have said Beach Read wasn't their thing. I think Rachel was one of them. So I definitely want to read more. I do have this and Book Lovers, so I do want to get to them. But yeah, this was just a random pick because my friend suggested it. So yeah, with that, let's jump on in to roll number 4. Roll number 4. 2. 1, 2. That is Henry pick. I have a feeling this is going to be a very quick video. But as you just saw, roll number 4 gave me Henry pick, which is my brother. And usually if I have the time, I get my brother to literally pick a book. Like, I'll film him picking a book. However, with the way that we just don't live near each other anymore, he's kind of about to go back to Derby. I just sent him a picture of my TBR shelves and he picked Scorpio Rising by Anthony Horowitz, which is book 9 in the Alex Rider series. He actually picked book 2 and I was actually disappointed because I sent him like the shelf with the Alex Rider books on and he went point blank, and I was like, I have read more than the first book in the Alex Rider series, like, come on. So we decided that I'll just read the next one in the series that I've got to, so it is book 9. I haven't picked up an Alex Rider book, I want to say, in over a year now, but I really do love them, and I recently been craving reading an Alex Rider book, and I really want to rewatch the movie because the movie is just like elite. But yeah, so I definitely want to pick this up very soon, and thank you, Henry, for, I guess, picking it for me. I'm very excited to hopefully finish the season, I keep saying that, this series out in 2024, because after this one I have 10, 11, 12, I own those, and 13, so I do actually have, that's 5 books. I say close off this series. This is book 9, I own up to 13, so that is 5 books already this year, plus the new one is out in hardback, so 14 is out in hardback, and I'm waiting for it to be paperback so it matches. So actually I don't think I'll be finishing off this series, but making progress is the main thing. Thanks, Hen. Scorpio Rising. Oh, I haven't actually said anything about what it could be about. I don't know what this one's about, but Alex Rider is kind of like a teen spy. I ran out of storage, I literally can't remember what I was talking about with Alex Rider. But yeah, oh yeah, he's a spy, kind of. He works at MI5. And then Scorpio is like bad guys, I guess. So looking forward to getting to this one. The flop. So with that, let's jump on in to roll number 5, the final one. And finally, roll number 5, which is a 3. 1, 2, 3, another romance. Okay, my housemate got back and I got a bit awkward because my room is right by the front door. Okay, so as you just saw, roll number 5 gave me romance again, which is great because my game clearly didn't want me to read what I'm in the mood for. But for that, I ended up just picking All the Little Lights by Jamie Maguire. Now this has been on my TBR for easily since 2018, potentially before 2018 I think, because I did a video literally in 2018 where like Siri basically picked the book that I bought from Amazon. It was fun. I had like a £30 Amazon voucher and I got Siri to pick 3 books from Amazon randomly, and this was one of them, and I have not read it. This is a heavy book, as in like weight wise. Like if there's an intruder, I am reaching for this one because this is going to do some damage, and it's bigger than a normal book as well, like just slightly, so it's been really annoying trying to stack it in these stacks. Yes, I need to read it at some point. I couldn't even tell you what this is about. The font is tiny, so this is going to be a challenge, but yeah, I think it's just a teen romance. Okay, so I think this follows Elliot and Catherine, who meet for the first time. They're like connect but when Catherine needs him most, Elliot is forced to leave town, and then when he comes back they're very different people. I'm intrigued. I think it could be good, but yeah, it'd be good to finally get this off my TBR because this has been on my shelf for a very long time. So yes, that was my romance for roll number 5. I have one more book to talk about, which I am in the process of reading at the minute, which annoyingly I've tied over to the new year. I wanted to finish it before New Year's Eve, but unfortunately I did not do that. So for that, I've got the cover separately because I'm reading it. It's Agatha Christie, A Very Elusive Woman by Lucy Worsley. I am reading this and listening to it and intense. I've never annotated a book so much before. Like, there's like multiple tabs on each page. Not every page has one, but like, I'm just loving it. If you didn't know, and if you couldn't tell from like this bookcase, like that. Agatha Christie is one of my favourite authors, if not my favourite author, full stop. And I've been reading this since like the end of October. I read a bit and then put it down when I hit my slump, and then this has really helped pull me out of it because I think she's such a fascinating woman, and just learning so much about her. And Lucy Worsley, I saw Meg from Meg with Books say this before, but Lucy Worsley's like her favourite historian, and now ever since she said that, I'm like, yeah, she's my favourite historian. I did watch the 3-part like documentary series that Lucy did on Lucy, like we're best mates, that Lucy Worsley did on Agatha Christie on BBC, and that was really interesting. And in February, no, I think it's February because this is January, I am going to see Lucy Worsley's talk about the Agatha Christie book, her tour, so I'm very excited to go hear more there. I'm just really enjoying reading this, and I definitely want to finish this month because I've been reading it for so long. We're nearly there. I know it doesn't look like we're nearly there, but there's a load of sources at the back. That's the only bit I need to read. The rest of this, I don't know if you can, how easily you can tell there. This is all sources, and like references and stuff. So actually this is the only bit I have left to read. I'm not doing this very well, but nearly there. I'm very excited. So yes. That's the last book on my TBR for January. So adding that, oh my god, adding that to the stack, these are the 6 books that I will hopefully be reading across the month of January. I would like to read more, but there's a couple of daunting ones in here, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm sure I have the audiobook for all of them except You and Me on Vacation, so, or at least they're on like Everand or something. So yeah, I'm very excited to get to these. I'm hoping it'll properly firm up that I'm out of my slump. But yeah, those are the books that I will be reading in January. So yes, thank you very much for watching. Please give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. I am loving filming these videos again, so hopefully I am out of my slump, but I have got some fun videos planned, like I said in the last one. So thank you very much for watching again, and I'll see you soon with a brand new video. Bye.